9. First, the highlights. Lagos State government condemns arbitrary increase of house rents by landlords, agents. Federal government advocates for protection of crude oil infrastructure in Niger Delta region, clamps down on pipeline vandals. On the foreign scene, United States President announces ceasefire agreement between India, Pakistan. And in sport, Nigeria international Ademola Lookman faces late fitness ahead Atalanta Serie A clash against Roma. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. The Lagos State government has condemned in strong terms landlords and agents who unjustifiably increase house rents due to infrastructural developments or other unknown reasons. Special advisor to the governor on housing, Barakat Odunuga Bakari, said that the Lagos State government would no longer fold its arms and watch its residents being exploited by landlords and agents. She equally clarified the distinct role of house agents and lawyers in rental matters, stressing the limitations of legal practitioners in real estate and house rental matters. Odunuga Bakari stated that the Lagos State tenancy law is under review to include provisions like caution fees that are currently missing. She encouraged residents to report landlords or agents who violate regulations to the Lagos State Regulatory Authority, either physically or online. The special advisor reiterated Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's commitment to tackling the housing challenges faced by residents of Lagos State. Lagos State government is set to elevate the Citizens Mediation Center, CMC, from a department to a full-fledged bureau in a significant move to foster peace and improve access to justice. This strategic transformation, spearheaded by the Office of Transformation, Creativity and Innovation, OTCI, aims to enhance the CMC's authority, resources, and overall efficiency in providing conflict resolution services to all citizens. The Director General of OTCI, Toyin Anjos Ademuyiwa, along with a team of consultants, recently engaged with the leadership of the CMC to outline the transition. Anjos Ademuyiwa conveyed the government's enthusiasm for this pivotal development during the engagement. She emphasized the importance of this upgrade, noting that the transition represents a crucial step in the continuous efforts to promote peace and guarantee that all residents have access to efficient conflict resolution services. General Manager strategic related to accessibility can be implemented successfully and to ensure that they are translated into practical knowledge on ground. According to Oyetunde Lawal, the collaboration with LASPA is underscored by the need to ensure disability inclusion in new developments and infrastructure specifically designed and built with accessibility in mind to enhance their quality of life, while promoting equitable access to services and facilities for all residents. She said it will also ensure that buildings have designated routes, ramps, and other features that make them usable by individuals with disabilities. Oyetunde Lawal emphasized that the collaboration with LASPA would ensure that its planning and permit processes are compliant with the legal and regulatory frameworks related to other forms of accessibility and inclusion. The General Manager of LASPA, Kehinde Oshinaike, expressed optimism about the potential collaboration, noting that the strategic partnership with LASODA will incorporate people with disabilities accessibility standards and guidelines for all planning processes. Governors of the 19 northern states under the aegis of the Northern States Governors Forum have endorsed the establishment of state police. This was part of the resolutions outlined in a communique issued at the end of their joint meeting held in Kaduna. The forum resolved to support the creation of state police, citing the need for decentralized security management to effectively address challenges. According to the communique, the governors called on the National Assembly to expedite action on the enactment of the legal framework for the establishment of state police. The North has been plagued by various security challenges, including banditry, kidnapping, and terrorism. Hence, the governors acknowledge the critical role of non-partisan cooperation, collaboration, and peer review in effectively addressing these challenges. And now to the rest of the stories. The National Security Advisor, NSA, Nuhu Ribadu, says that 15 persons have been convicted and 100 others prosecuted as his office is working to protect crude oil infrastructure in the Niger Delta region. Represented by assured that it is committed to meeting President Tinubu's directive on achieving 2.5 million barrels daily crude oil production. Ribadu revealed that a special committee comprising investigative and prosecuting teams has been working round the clock to ensure that pipeline vendors and other offenders faced justice. According to him, the move followed concerns raised during the previous meeting about the arrest and quick release of oil vendors, which often led to further insecurity in the affected communities, saying those convicted have been remanded in Port Harcourt prison. Ribadu urged the federal government, especially the Ministry of Petroleum Resources, to hold regular meetings with stakeholders and surveillance companies to help reduce pipeline vandalism, boost oil production, and work collectively to eliminate criminal activities in oil-producing communities. And now to foreign news. United States President Donald Trump has announced a ceasefire agreement between India and Pakistan after days of deadly jet fighter, missile, drone, and artillery attacks between the nuclear-armed rivals. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the agreement follows extensive negotiations by him and Vice President J.D. Vance with Indian and Pakistani Prime Ministers Narendra Modi and Shehbaz Sharif and other top officials. The announcement comes after Pakistan launched counterattacks against India after 3 of its air bases were struck overnight, and the conflict between the armed foes escalated to dangerous levels. Pakistan's Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar also confirmed the ceasefire. Now sport. Nigeria international Ademola Lookman is doubtful for Atalanta's Serie A clash with AS Roma on Monday as a result of injury. Lookman missed training on Friday due to an injury, Achilles tendon. It will be evaluated leading up to the match slated for the Jewish Stadium in Bergamo. The 27-year-old ended a 6-game goal drought with a goal in Atalanta's 4-0 victory over Monza last weekend. The reigning African Player of the Year has started Ladier's last 10 league games, scoring 4 goals across that spell. Lookman has registered 19 goals and 7 assists across all competitions for Gianpiero Gasperini's side. And that's our news at 9. But just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 18,000 teachers were trained under a co-excel? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State government has condemned in strong terms landlords and agents who unjustifiably increase house rents due to infrastructural developments or other unknown reasons in the interest of residents of Lagos State who have to rent accommodation from property owners or through agents. The National Security Advisor, NSA, Nuhu Ribado, said that 15 persons have been convicted and 100 others prosecuted as his office is working to protect crude oil infrastructure in the Niger Delta region. We also tell you that United States President Donald Trump has announced a ceasefire agreement between India and Pakistan after days of deadly jet fighter, missile, drone, and artillery attacks between the nuclear-armed rivals. And in sport, Nigeria international Ademola Lookman is doubtful for Ancelotti Serie A clash with AS Roma on Monday as a result of injury. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adesua Ejoyoka. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.